Today's first chapter, Fire, comes from the story Monster by Walter Dean Myers. The best time to cry is at night, when the lights are out and someone's being beaten up and screaming for help. That way, even if you sniffle a little, they won't hear you. If anybody knows that you're crying, they'll start talking about it, and soon it'll be your turn to get beat up when the lights go out. There's a mirror over the steel sink in my cell. It's 6 inches high and scratched with the names of some guys who were here before me. When I look into the small rectangle, I see a face looking back at me, but I don't recognize it. It doesn't look like me. I couldn't have changed that much in a few months. I wonder if I'll look like myself when the trial is over. This morning at breakfast, a guy got hit in the face with a tray. Somebody said some little thing and someone else got mad and there was blood all over the place. When the guards come over, they made us line up against the wall. The guy who was hit, they made sit at the table while they waited for another guard to bring him rubber gloves. When the gloves came, the guards put him on, handcuffed the guy, and then took him to the dispensary. He was still bleeding pretty bad. They say you get used to being in jail, but I don't see how. Every morning I wake up and I'm surprised to be here. If your life outside was real, then everything in here is just the opposite. We sleep with strangers, wake up with strangers, go to the bathroom in front of strangers. They're strangers, but they still find reasons to hurt each other. Sometimes I feel like I've walked into the middle of a movie. It's a strange movie with no plot and no beginning. The movie's in black and white and grainy, and sometimes the camera moves in so close that you can't tell what's going on, and you just listen to the sounds and guess. I've seen movies of prisons, but never one like this. This is not a movie about bars and locked doors. It's not about being alone. It's about being alone when you're not really alone and about being scared all the time. I think I get used to this. I'll have to give up what I think is real and take up something else. I wish I could make sense of it. Maybe I could make my own movie. I could write it out and play it in my head. I could black out the scenes like we did in school. The film will be the story of my life. No, not my life, but of this experience. I'll write it down in a notebook that they let me keep. I'll call it what the lady who's the prosecutor calls me. Monster.